Welcome back to the channel. What I have for you today is, of course, the Eventlabs Showdown. Every Sunday, I get the Eventlabs from the festival playlist together, play them, rate them, see which one I think is the best. We're going back in time in this series to about 3 years ago. 3 years ago this October, November. But I was not doing this show then. So we have brand new content here. I've played these before, but never in this manner. So Velocity presents the Backroads Street Race. Race through a shipping port depot filled with trash, industrial work, a gas station, and narrow streets. It's asphalt/dirt. We get an emote as a reward. Takeoff. It's legendary. Same with the reward for the next one. But we'll get to that in a second. We are here at Teotihuacan Drag Strip. Let's enter here. B700. Ugh. And in the wet. Not my favorite, but it's fine. We'll get it done. What do we have going on here? I got to do it. This is my best out of the bunch. Sucks I don't have another B700 representation of an Evo. Maybe I need to put that on my to-do list. Build an older version of this car. It's fine. It's okay. Here we go. This thing is all liveried up. Are we by ourselves? No. I love to race against other people. But think. We are set here. This is literally the Teotihuacan Drag Strip. You can see it on the mini-map. I remember this thing. This was awesome. This is so sick. How can this be in Mexico? Oh, you really got to kind of know what you're doing here. This is almost like a no-hezzy server. I'm glad it's only B700. Yeah, this was sick. This reminds me of Need for Speed Underground, the first one. If you guys weren't here when I talked about this previously, I was at a Hot Import Nights car show in Baltimore, okay? A little out of my comfort zone, but hey, it's alright. I was very young at the time. This was early 2000s. And the Need for Speed Underground game hadn't even come out yet. And they had a, kind of what I have here, an arcade setup with a steering wheel, shifter, and the game. And nobody was really messing with it. Everybody was just like looking at the cars, looking at the hot chicks, like whatever. And I'm sitting over there, I'm like, this has changed my life. I need this game, you know what I mean? It was so much fun. It was so different from the stuff I'd played, you know, the early Gran Turismos and, you know, Cruising USA, that kind of thing. Whoa. I'm out of the loop here. My story has taken over the video. That's what this takes me back to. Now, admittedly, that game, when you first started out, especially the first one, you had just a stock Civic, and you were trying to make it up hills, and it was going super slow. Let's see if we can do this good here. And that was funny to me, because in the game, it does not feel, it feels so slow. But in real life, that's the truth. If you have a Honda Civic, a stock one, even if you try to make it cool and loud and, you know, give it an intake and stuff, you're just going to be a loud, slow car. Especially those, you know, late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s. Some of them were a little peppy. You know, you might have an SI with a twin cam or an SI with a good gearbox and 130 horsepower, but there was a lot of guys with 70 horsepower CXs. Brother. What a tough life. Oh my gosh. Okay. Rewind this a little bit. Let's break. Let's listen to the racing line. So like I said, it reminds me of Need for Speed Underground. We are in the wet here in this B700 ride. Slipping and sliding around. I keep getting caught on that ramp. I want to do it. I want to have fun. Like I said, this was almost 3 years ago, so Eventlabs have come a long way since this. This was mind-blowing at the time. How do they have satellites? There's not a satellite in Mexico. Down here. You can put them in with the Eventlab? That's crazy. Alright, there you go. We're finished. I wonder if this thing's gonna be the one to beat. I don't know. Kind of having mixed feelings about it. I love how it looks. I love the section where we're just weaving in and out of obstacles and everything. We didn't have anybody to race against. Some of the sections were very slippery in my ride. The ramp didn't work as it should, kind of. Just interesting all around. Maybe it's me. Moving on to GT Deny presents Coastal Town Circuit Pro. Pro race around 2 color-filled laps of the coastal hotels and bars. Look for the straights to make your move. We get a clothing reward, a Star 27 sundress. I know you guys are excited about that. We're over here at the hotel, Palacio Azul del Oceano and C600. Oh, Lord. This is going to be interesting. C600 what? View eligible cars. So you can only use VR6 Corrado. Okay. I guess we'll just have to buy a car. That's crazy. You know how long it's been since I had to buy a car? I wish you could get tunes from here. That'd be cool. We'll have to do that in just a second. Let's go ahead and get a nice color on this ride. That looks good enough. Okay. 20,000 out of pocket. C600, you can't do much to get a car to C600. We're already at 533. Oh, yeah, we're loading in. Never mind. You just buy a car and then you have to race. So, okay. It's a stock showdown here. Coastal Town Circuit Pro. What I would have liked to have done is some race suspension. There we go. We got our back roads complete. Race suspension. I don't know what else we could have got to get up to maybe even a gearbox. You're not going to get much power anyway, so why fool with it? This is okay so far. Really, we're just a bunch of go-karts driving around, you know, roads that are already in Mexico, and they look the way they look. So, what's different here? Got a little bit of an F1 turn. Okay, this is neat. E-brake around that hairpin. And another. Okay. Nice little jump, catching some air. Okay. I do like this. This is convoluted and fun. Alright, we've got some shops. We're through the hotel. That stuff's not usually there. I don't think this road is either. I like this. We got some lights or something shining through there. Weird. We got some arrows. Looks like we're entering a parking structure. Interesting. We're in the lead though, so that's the most important thing. Guys, I think I like this one better. If I had to say, let's keep going. Let's see how this goes. See if there's any glaring obstacles. Thank God for the racing line, because I would not know where to go up there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe a race suspension would have helped us there. Who knows? We could not have gotten tires, so not worried about that too much. Already spinning, so we don't really need much more power. All-wheel drive would have been nice to get. 2 laps here, and we are all over the place as far as where the track goes and how it intersects. Very figure 8, like, wow, wide turn. The only thing I can really say is I didn't have a stock or C600 one of these. Driving the stock one is not my favorite. Rally tires would be amazing here, but I don't think we can pull that off in this category. So here we go. We're just all over the place. I can't believe we're still in the first lap. Guys, we did the whole last Eventlab in under 3 minutes. Can we get a lap here done in under 3? That's the question. Nope. I don't think so. Well, it's going to be close. The finish line is right up here for this first lap. Dang near the time of the entire previous Eventlab. Really, it was just like a down and back type thing. This one is all over the place. I really enjoyed the added pieces, though. We didn't really see them until we got to right about here. The introduction of this ramp road here. I wonder if you can... Oh, nice. I wanted to crash through that. That would have been a different line for sure. This would be fun in a Honda. One of my little hatches. Zooming around. Love that you get air off of these. That is super fun. Rally suspension would be fun there for that. Rally suspension would do good here, I think. You could also rock a race, but it'd be so stiff and low. With all of these ups and downs. It'd be good for the left and the right, but when in doubt, rally suspension, baby. But man, this thing is doing super good for being completely stock. You know, you do have sometimes the trees and the vegetation popping through the road surface, but you know, that's That's why they made Eventlab Island, and I don't think we had it, you know, nearly 3 years ago. It is kind of funny, if you think about it. In Forza Horizon 5, we have, of course, Mexico. You can fast travel anywhere if you get all the boards, or even if you have some, you can do it by just paying a little money. You have that whole expanse to explore and cruise and do whatever. Then we have 2 expansions that are fairly large on their own, and then I didn't really see it this way, but we also have to travel to Eventlab Island, and I know it's blank when you get there, but there's usually an Eventlab you can play right there, and you can launch all the other ones from there. There's so many cool ones, but I really didn't realize we had 4 different maps per se. That's the first time we've had that. That's definitely new to this game. I really wish we'd get some information on Forza Horizon 6 though, for sure. I think they want to let 5 marinate for a while since they just brought it out, carrying this light fixture forever. Since they just brought it out for the Sony players. We are close to the end here. I have been blathering on for nearly 6 minutes in this race alone, but it's been fun. And here we go. We are done. So I think I was right in my early impression. I think this one's going to get the dub. There you go. Winner, winner. We actually got the racing people. That's another plus for this Eventlab. We level up here. Grand Cherokee SRT 2014. Sell that, baby. We'll wait here for our notification. And there it is. Coastal Town Circuit complete. And that's going to be your winner. Congratulations to GT Deny on this amazing course. I know it was completed a long time ago, but hey, I didn't do this back then, and we get a chance to play it again, so that's cool. It's a lot different than Cars and Coffee, where I was going back and seeing what I thought for a second time. But congratulations to Velocity also for being featured, for creating a awesome quick Eventlab, just something to jump in, solo, run down, run back. A lot of these guys, though, they create multiple versions. So if you go into the Eventlab, the Creative Hub thing, and you search under this creator, or you search for that name, there might be some other ones you can do, you know, with drivatars and without, whatever. You could probably even bring people in and race against them. But I did like this one as well. I loved that section. There probably, if I had to give a best section award, I would give it to Velocity, because going down through there at first, you're going fast, but you could just kind of feel like this. You're just moving back and forth, and then that last one, you think you can get it, but in my car I couldn't. So I would always hit it. But on this one, just as a whole, I liked it. It was a little long, but I liked racing people. I liked the level changes. I liked the added pieces. It was awesome. Only 2 this week. We can't have a third to spoil the fun, but that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, we are so close to 1,000. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It would surely help me out. But you guys that have already subscribed, thank you so much. I will see you on Wednesday for the daily challenges in the next one. Later.